Good afternoon, Tickies. How's everyone's? Welcome back to some homesteading. Y'all want to make some pie filling? Okay, here we go. All right, people, as always, this is a Pinterest recipe. This is the first time I am trying it, so pray for me. We have 7 cups of juice and or water. I got as much juice as I could get. I supplemented the rest with water. That is what is in here. That is cold. We have 6 quarts of berries. And in case anybody wanted to know, 8 cups is 2 quarts. Do the math. It's a lot of berries, you guys. Yeah. We have 6 cups of sugar, 2 1/4 cups of Sure-Gel, and a 1/2 cup of lemon juice. Let's talk about the Sure-Gel real quick. You see that? Clear gel cook type. You must have this. If you do not have this, your pies will be a soupy mess. Okay, so the way she explained it was Sure-Gel will re-thicken multiple times. Cornstarch and flour will not. That is a one-shot pony, which means if you make a pie filling at the time and you cook it, it will become thick. But if you cook it again, it will turn into a soupy mess. I'm going to take her at her word. We're not going to find out the hard way. You can purchase Sure-Gel on Amazon, which is where I got it. That will thicken multiple times because we have to cook this. It's going to be water bathed, right? So it's going to cook. Which means it's going to get hot, it's going to get thick, and all those things. Now you know. So let's turn around and we'll go back to where we were. All right, so I have my quart jars. This will make 7 full quarts of pie filling. Okay, they're in here getting ready to sterilize. We have a water bath. We are going to blanch all of our berries, because if you don't, they said they'll float up to the top and they won't mix into your pie the way they're supposed to, and we need to keep the berries warm. Well, I'm also running out of large containers, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to blanch them in batches, which takes about 30 seconds to a minute, and then we are going to move the berries over to my crock pot that is turned on so that we keep the berries warm, because they're going to get folded in at the end. Okay? All right. Now, this stuff, we got to dissolve this in cold liquid. They said, do not put this into hot liquid because you will end up with an absolute mess. So, I think what we do is we put the, I'm going to have to read my instructions again, but I think we do the sugar and the Sure-Gel in here cold when everything else is ready. Once it's completely dissolved, then we turn the stove on and we bring this up to a boil. All right, so hang on. I'm going to blanch berries. I'm going to put them in there 30 seconds to a minute. We're going to put them in the crock pot. You don't need to watch me do that, so we'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, we are ready to start. I have my berries sitting in the crock pot, keeping them warm. We have the 7 cups of juice and or juice water mixture. This is cold. You have to do this part cold. We are going to add the sugar, the 6 cups of sugar, and the 2 1/4 cup of clear gel. I'm going to put that into that, and I'm going to start whisking it. We are not turning on any heat until all of this is dissolved. Come back. All right, it is all mixed in. That takes a few minutes. I think the next time I do this, I will mix up the sugar and the Sure-Gel together, because the Sure-Gel is kind of like, it looks like cornstarch and it kind of acts like it, so it all like clumped up. But we got it. So we're now going to turn the heat on and we are going to cook this until it comes to a full boil. All right, sorry I couldn't film that part because y'all, she is thick. Thick. Don't walk away from this. I did exactly what it said. We brought it up to a boil. As soon as it started to boil, it really started to get thick, and I had to get the lemon juice in it fast. And then it says basically boil it for another minute, which is what I did, and y'all can see that is thick. So now All I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the berries that I have and we're going to fold it into this hot mixture. All right, we got all the berries in the pot. I haven't mixed it. I have an awful lot of juice. I had the juice left over from where I blanched the berries, and then there was a bunch of juice in here from where I kept the berries warm. We're not going to waste that. I feel like we can make jelly or something out of that. So I'm going to fold all this in, and then we're going to get ready to, we'll get our jars and everything ready so that we can start ladling in. All right, I'm just going to film me putting in one. We need 1 inch of headspace, which is generally right there at the bottom of the rim. Just because we're already at 5 minutes, this stuff is so thick. We're going to try to not make a mess. These jars are hot. Please don't put in hot jarring things into cold jars. You'll break the glass. So I literally just pulled those out of the water bath right before I was ready to fill them up. And the lids and stuff are still in there, because we'll put those on at the end. A little bit more. Okay. And then we're going to do debubbling. I'm going to get my handy dandy chopstick, because that's what I like to use. You do need to do this. Just make sure you don't have any bubbles. All right, there we go. We're going to do that a bunch more times. Come on back. All right, well, they lied a little bit because we only got 6 and some change. I'm not going to process this one. We'll just put it in the fridge and we'll eat it on stuff because there ain't enough there to process. Do not forget to wipe down your jars with vinegar before you put them in the water bath. We don't want to pop a seal. All right, finger tight these rims only. Don't hulk them on there, okay? Make sure those are in the center. Barely finger tight. Off in the water bath, they're going to go. When they begin to actually boil, we will set the clock for 10 minutes, and then we'll come back. And because I don't tell you this enough, make sure the water covers the top. It doesn't work otherwise. Put a lid on it. It'll boil faster. All right, babies. I misspoke. You have to water bath these for 30 minutes. So there we go. They're gorgeous. We still have some tings going off. We are all done. Okay, so to end the video, we ended up getting 6, not 7, so they lied. But we had a lot of juice left. So I found a recipe to make blackberry jelly. We needed 3.5 cups. We actually have 8, so I think what I'm going to do is concentrate the 8 down to 7, and we're going to make a double batch jelly in a couple of days. I'm going to put it in the fridge because I actually need 2 packs of pectin and I only have 1 left. So that will be probably something we will do this weekend. I just got to figure out a container to get the juice in so that we don't waste it. So legit, I'm wasting nothing out of this batch of berries. Yay for me. All right, we all come back this weekend. We'll make some jelly.